spot, top of New York with a pitchfork.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Ryan. They'll go for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman with a fast feet, and he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
So that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Get up! Hey, wait. Right! Ready!
Freeman again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Get up! Hey, express! Ready, that's 25! Get up! 21! Ready to go!
From the shotgun, Ryan. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Freeman first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Ryan. And hitting the tight end Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Gun. Get up.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Hill running right through it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Good. We go 46. We go 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he's got it to Hearns. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down.
Get out.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down throw for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Got some room at the 30. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big run there by Freeman, 73 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Smith trying to run for it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Ryan now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Yeah,
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bryant's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. 46. 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Hey, 47. Hustle. 26.
Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Here's Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. 46. Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here you go. 59.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Space. Let's go.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands. unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott now from the 50. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Wide.
First down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Prescott yet again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Awesome.
They go to Elliott again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw is Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Falcons add on. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ron Parker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Handoff, Devontae Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. Get up.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Let's go.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right. Right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Awesome.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here we go. Wide 80. Hey, swing. Get out.
Prescott now on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thompson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
From the red zone now, Prescott, quick hitch, complete. It's Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And again, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, let's go.
Ryan. And incomplete here on third down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Able to push his way through. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Prescott steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Prescott on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And down to the 16-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here we go. Get inside. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Switch. And
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Shelling through the defense. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. 1-8.
2nd down, Prescott. And now here's another interception. First NFL pick for the rookie Isaiah Oliver. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's what it is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Falcons, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.
Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy? Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. That all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yo, I'm too up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Oh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
Honorable C.